In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily send an invoice to a client. Let me preface that there are multiple ways to send an invoice. The first one being through an appointment booking, and the second one being an ad hoc invoice that you can send at any time. So we're going to go through the first option of the calendar appointment invoice. So you're going to navigate to your calendar. You can go ahead and either edit an existing appointment where you need an invoice. As you can see, this one is required already, but you are able to go in and unclick that or click it if it is not clicked to send that invoice. You also have the option to go ahead and create a new appointment. So we're going to go ahead, select a client, add in all of the appointment details, and then at the very bottom of this selection, you can see that the invoice is not required, but there is a checkbox where you can select if you would like that invoice to be required. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on invoice required. This will just let the system know that you do need an invoice generated for this appointment. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to schedule this in. And you can see that that appointment is now showing, and we can go ahead and find the invoice to send it to our client. You can either send the invoice to the client prior to the appointment or after the appointment. It is completely up to your clinic policies. So we're going to go ahead to the invoicing tab on the left-hand sidebar. From here, we're going to scroll down to the very bottom of our list, and we're going to see that B. Cooper has been generated an invoice. And we can see the appointment date and the provider type. And if you want, you can also go ahead and click on the calendar icon to confirm the details of the appointment and create the invoice. Or you can also go ahead and click on that little receipt icon, meaning that you want to create that invoice, you've confirmed the appointment. Then what you're going to do, go ahead and select the due date. You can add any notes for this client. You can confirm the price, or you can adjust the price if you needed to. And then you can go ahead and select your tax rate. What you're going to do next is, if you would like to send this to a client, you can go ahead and click on the Send to Client box, which will highlight that button. And then you can go ahead and you can preview that invoice to confirm that this is, yes, the correct invoice and look that you are looking for. And then what you can do is confirm that invoice, and that invoice will be created and sent off to the client. So that is one way on how you can send an invoice. The second step to send an invoice is actually through the Clients tab. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to select a client. And we want to go ahead and send an ad hoc invoice. So all you're going to do is you're going to go Add Invoice. You can select the type of service that that invoice is for. And then you can go ahead and you can add any additional notes again to this client, select your tax rate, and then preview and confirm that invoice. And once that invoice is created, it will automatically be sent to the client. And that is how you send invoices through the Treehouse system.